Hi, and welcome back. Okay, with the celebration of Nightfall, there's a lot of pictures in this book that have fur. So I didn't want any of my subscribers to be taken back by that. So I decided to do a fur video just to give you some tips on how to get rich looking, nice highlighted fur. It's what we all want. So, okay, I chose the bear. And if you notice on this, I'm starting with 4 different colors. And I chose the brown family, a dark, medium, and light. I want you to take notice of some of the bear photos that I have put in there, some film footage. I'm blocking in right now my darker colors. I think I'm using the second to darkest of the browns that I had chosen. And you see the light hitting off the fur. We're going to get into that also. So these are the normal areas that would be dark. Adding in some spots and still working with the same color. And you can see on here the darker areas. You're going to treat this like any other picture that you'd be doing, and you can really see it now. The highlights. So I'm still darkening in with the second darkest. Now I'm going in to the really crevices with the darkest pencil. So I started with the second darkest, and here I'm going to the darkest. I know a lot of you use Prismacolors, but I wanted to test out some of my oils, so I got my Polychromos to do this. I'm still using my darker colors just to give it 2 tones, and you can see on the bear where the tones are. And some of the lighter colors going around the face. Okay, I chose like an orangey brown color for my lighter color, and this was a great color because it really had the same background hues as the darker browns, but it really made them pop. Right now I think he looks more like a cheetah leopard than a bear, but that'll change. The lightest color that I used, and it was not in the brown family, it was actually one of the lightest gray. And what I was able to do with the gray was blend, which is not always the easiest thing to do when you're using Polychromos. This picture would have been way easier if I was using my Prismacolors. Okay, I decided to highlight around the eyes just to make them pop out. Here I switched my stroke from a blending to what they call a tapered stroke. And a tapered stroke is when you start off with your pencil fully on the paper, and as you stroke upwards, you lighten your touch until your pencil is completely off the paper. And what happens is you get like a hair. And I've demonstrated it a lot because a lot of people probably don't know the tapered stroke. And what you're going to do at this point is you're going to start adding in lots and lots of different individual hairs. Layer them over and over again. You really can't have too much. Also, what I want to recommend is if you're using Prismacolor, and I would switch over to a harder pencil. That's why if you want to stay with the Prismacolor line, get the Verathins. The Verathins, here's slow-mo of the tapered stroke. The Verathins are a harder wax, and what it's going to do is give you a cleaner line. See, I'm starting off on the paper, swishing it, and lightening my touch. Almost like a staccato motion with my hand. Now, I was doing this on film. If I was doing this where I'm just relaxing, my strokes would probably be a lot slower. And here's where I'm adding in all the individual top hairs, that top layer of fur, where you have the fluffy underneath, you have the coarser hair on top. Once you finish this, you'll see I'll go back to blending, but I'm still gonna leave those strokes. I'm kind of gonna blend in between. See, it's starting to fill in. And this is very edited, so you're not gonna see. I could be working on these strokes for about 2 hours. Don't give up. It will fill in. But that's the whole thing with fur. The more you work on it, the better it is. I think I worked on this small little bear for about at least 4 hours, 4 or 5 hours. Because you have to keep on layering and layering. I can't tell you how much layering. And you can see now it's really starting to blend everything. Sometimes with these videos, it's hard to tell just how long. Since I work in fast speed and slow speed, it's really hard, but these pictures take hours and hours. And these are not one-night pictures. So I don't want to confuse anyone or give somebody a false sense of time. Okay, now I'm back to blending a little bit. Highlighting the eyes, going around, adding in some eyelashes just to make the bear look a little bit cuter. The tapered stroke is actually the same type of stroke you do on eyelashes, so it's a good stroke to practice. Still using the same 4 pencils. The dark, medium, light, and gray. Okay, now I'm starting to work on the snout. I'm doing a base in the gray just to make sure that it stays lighter. It's kind of like adding a base of white. And then the orangey color. Well, the rest is blending, and you'll see. I want to thank you for sitting through my video, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.